Welcome to your favorite channel, Jomo Kevin TV. Please kindly hit the subscription button so that you miss no episode. Subscription is free. There was a match in Cameroon that sent waves rippling across the country and even beyond Cameroon. It was the Cup final, that 79, PWD Bamenda versus DYNAMO Football Club of Douala. For many sports fans, it was a foregone conclusion that PWD will win that coveted trophy and would be the first team across the Congo to win the Cup of Cameroon. This is because great teams like Canon, Tonnerre, who were at the forefront of football at the time in Cameroon, PWD Bamenda cleared them off the way during that competition. At the quarterfinal and at the semi-finals, Canon and Tonnerre were booted out. That same season, DYNAMO hadn't much to write home about, so the foregone conclusion by fans was just mandatory. Surprisingly, at that final, DYNAMO eliminated PWD of Bamenda and took that coveted trophy. The dream of a people had been shattered. The stories generated by this final have been aplenty, controversial, and sometimes beyond belief. In our program today, coach at the time, Mr. George Fube, tells the story, how it happened that PWD Bamenda lost that match.
In effect, I lived the situation. And the embarrassment started right from the semi-finals when PWD was playing against Canon. I have one of my professors, Simbi, who came as match delegate in our match against Canon in Douala. At this time, I was provincial football coach, and Mr. Raymond Fobete, being provincial chief at the time, assigned me officially to PWD as coach of the club. So when I now took the team against Tonnerre and next took the team against Canon, the first embarrassment was I was not allowed to get into the field. So they blocked me out and I controlled the match from the grandstand. And that is where we had to beat Canon. Thank God we were able to control it. I thank Mensa Joseph too, who was my assistant and did everything to follow up my instructions to have Canon eliminated. The problem now was against DYNAMO. We did everything possible to prepare the players physically and psychologically, intellectually, morally. But the problem now is we had certain persons who had to break right into the team discipline. A player, a person, was overnight traveling to Douala and back when we were camping the players in Sacred Heart without our knowledge. But the club coach, Take, knew about it. I didn't know. So that is where DYNAMO made its connections against PWD Bamenda. However, we did our psychological training, did our physical training, everything. On our way to Yaoundé, we had to travel by car. I was locked up at Bangante because they knew if I had to go to Yaoundé, since I knew that Epese was a problem to us, I was going to eliminate him from the team. I was going to keep him away from the team. And I had discussed it with with the team manager who was the manager for Tonnerre here. I discussed it with him. He happened to have been in league with DYNAMO. So he now informed them that I had promised dismissing Epese. So they preferred now to hold me at Bangante to ask the police to detain me and my Volkswagen that I was driving. And when they delayed me, Epese and the others continued to Yaoundé and they integrated him into the team. And not only that, he had already promised, they had promised him money and everything. They now decided to put Fenergan in the food of the players. So by morning, when I was arriving, the players ate Fenergan in the evening and Fenergan in the morning. So in the morning, almost all the players were purging. So that now made the players unable to defend themselves very well.
Before we go to the field, what negotiation did they make for them to release you from the hands of the police or gendarmes in Bangante?
It's really unfortunate for them because before they got to the field, they had given instructions in Bangante that all telephones should be locked, so that no message should go out that I was locked up there. But thank God for some Bamenda people who were working there, they secretly opened their phones and informed the governor of Northwest that I was locked up in Bangante. The governor now contacted the presidency of the republic, and the president himself, His Excellency Amadou Ahijo, phoned the governors of the Northwest and West provinces, ordering them to ensure that they release me in the next 30 minutes. That is how I came out of the situation in Bangante.
The team played and lost. How did you feel?
I felt bad, and it was very disappointing because we knew we were going to win. It was our year.